Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to cut an umbrella boubou.
Okay.
This is our fabric. It's almost 4 yards and we want to make an umbrella boubou. The first thing we'll do is fold it into two like this. Straighten it up. Then measure the dress length. The dress length is 58. So I'll add 1 inch for folding at the bottom. So that will make it 59. I've already cut it. Already cut what I need. This is 59. I'll go and place it on the table. Let me just measure it again so that you see. From here, this is 59. Okay, straighten here. Then the neck width and the neck depth. How wide do you want the neck to be? Do you want it to be a canoe neck or do you want it to be a round neck? But this one is going to be a canoe neck. So I'm going to take 5.5 inches, 5 inches as the width, then 4 inches as the neck depth. I'll connect. The next thing will be to take the bust point, shoulder to bust point, and that's 12.5. I will mark it. This one is just a guide to make sure that as I'm curving it, I will not enter into the bust measurement. The bust measurement is 48 divided by 4 is 12. So I'm just going to mark it here. Whatever I do, no matter the curve I make, it must not enter into this point. We are using the whole width of the dress, the bottom part. Then another thing we'll do is to measure the shoulder length. Her shoulder length is all right. So shoulder width. We talked about shoulder width. For me to be able to mark the shoulder width successfully, I have to go back to the original way. Like if I was making my pattern, what would my neck width be? Let me get you an original pattern to see. This is my original bodice. If I place it and mark here, I'll mark here. By the time you do the measurement, you will see that this width is around 3 inches. Sorry, is around 3 inches. That's your original neck. If you were doing an original jewel neck from your bodice, it should give you around 3 inches here. So from that 3 inches, I'll start to measure the shoulder length. Her shoulder length is 5.5. I'll mark it here. This is her shoulder length, 5.5. Then from here, there's a shoulder slant. It's about 1.5 inch. I will mark that out. That's the slant. Then I'll connect from here to that slant. From the original neck, not from the one I marked before. Out. This is our shoulder slant. Okay, so from here I'm going to curve all the way out to the end of the fabric. I'm going this way. Remember this line. Please don't enter into this line. This fabric is not equal on this side, so take note of that. See? So I've been able to curve all the way to the end. Another thing we want to do is to get the opening where the hand will be. Her opening is around 19.5. The opening was taken around from here. Please just take the camera up. It was taken from here, this way, up to this point, then down to this point. You see it's around 19.5. So that's what I'm going to be measuring. This middle part signifies this place here. So I'm measuring 19.5. 19.5, then we stop. this 19.5, the bicep, you take the measurement of the bicep, the fullest part of the hand, or where that 19 is starting from. That 19.5 rather. Mine is 10, but hers, the person we're making it for, is 5.5. Sorry. What was it again? Was it 14? Let me just take it again. It was 13, but we're going to do 14 so that it's a bit free. So that's 7. If we divide it into 2, that will give us 7. So
it's not even the one. I'll press it.
All right. So that's all. This is the opening where the hand will come out from. We are going to sew. We're going to cut here out now. Should I go ahead and cut? The next part of this video, the sewing part, you're going to cut a facing for the neck. Okay, cut a facing for the neck. Look at what I've done. Then you will sew the facing right side. This is the right side, on the right side of the facing. Okay, then when you are done sewing, I've sewn it, you are going to top stitch. Take a closer look. You are going to top stitch round. This is to hold it in place so that it doesn't ride up when you start to wash. So after you've turned the facing, you will weave this part. Okay. Next, you will join the shoulder from the neck part, join by 1/2 inch or 1 inch depending on what you left. Then you join from the neck all the way to where I indicated the first opening where your hand will start from. You are going to leave that space up to the next part where the other mark is. So you start sewing from there. This is the opening where your hand will come out from. So you continue sewing from there all the way till you get to the very end. You do the same for the other side, and when you are done, you are going to fold the hem like this. I folded the hem by 2 inches. I folded 1 inch first, then another 1 inch again. So that's what gave me this fold. Once you're done, you iron. If you like to put stones, you put your stones. Okay, so this is what the boubou looks like when it's finished. This is what the umbrella boubou looks like. If you notice, you will see that I have weaved my armhole where the hand is going to come out from. I've weaved it and I'm going to leave it like that. And this is what the boubou looks like again. Okay, so go and try yours and let's see. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and share this video if you find it useful.